it's great to be on another big card. And yeah, you know, must-win fights now. I want to push for domestic title by the end of the year, so yeah, must win.
Obviously now the rounds are going up, going to suit your style as well. We know how hard you guys train in Tony Sims's gym, and the longer distance definitely suit you as a fighter, and particularly your engine as well.
100%. I've grafted for this fight like no other camp. Obviously you work hard every camp, but this camp I've grafted hard, and I'm ready. As the rounds go up, I think you'll see a better and better Jules Liddard. When I start applying the pressure, I just don't think these guys are going to last the rounds with me. So looking forward to these fights.
Looking forward to seeing you back in action on Saturday. Layli Buttigieg, welcome Layli. You've been fighting all over the place really. All of a sudden now back towards Leeds with a potential fight on July the 6th as well, back home in London. More development for you on another massive card.
Yeah, definitely. I'm getting better each fight. Every time I go back to the gym, we're improving. All the fights what I need. I want to fight as much as possible, and you're going to see a better version of me each time.
Obviously been getting top sparring in iBox with Eddie Lamb and Al Smith and the team as well. Looking forward to, like George, moving up the distances, up the rounds as the progress continues.
Yeah, the more rounds the better for me really, because I like to break my opponents down and get to them, so it's even better for me. I've been sparring world-class fighters like Josh Kelly, so everything's going well and I'm ready to put on a good show Saturday night.
I know you're focused on Saturday, but I know a lot of you boys locally have got your eyes on July 6th, Fisher against Babic as well. It'd be nice to get one back closer to home as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I've been waiting for, really. I want to fight closer to home so I can sell a load of tickets and put on a good show in front of everyone down from London.
Well, first things first, Saturday night. Starting off the main TV card on the basis of two blistering performances. George Vizioli. George, welcome. We talked yesterday, outstanding amateur. People come through, people talking about your skills, your slickness, but what they might not have expected is two blistering knockouts as well. Opening up your professional career, ready for number 3 on Saturday on a massive show.
Yeah, definitely. Really excited to open the show, especially on a massive card like this. Everyone's seen the knockouts, but they haven't seen me go with this, do the rounds, and I'm very good at boxing, so we'll see on Saturday night.
Speaking to Tom Dallas and the team, real step up for you on Saturday night. I know you had a winning record opponent in your debut as well, but this guy, a bit of a handful, definitely coming to fight. Yeah,
definitely. That's what I want. I want winning records. I don't want journeyman standing there. Yeah, it gives me opportunities like last time. The guys are coming to win, and yeah, the knockouts come. But yeah, tough test on Saturday. But I believe I'm one of the best prospects in the UK. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Same question as Layli. Obviously, London, quite strange for you guys to be boxing all over the country and not back home yet. But that would be special for a return to the capital.
Yeah, looking very forward to boxing in London. Obviously, first time as a professional, but first of all, we got to get the job done Saturday and look good, and can't wait.
Well, 3 of our top young prospects, George Liddard, Layli Buttigieg, and Georgie Vizioli, looking to shine on Saturday night on a massive platform and card. 3 great fights up here. Of course, we know the main event is, as I said, a blockbuster, but 3 really good competitive fights up here. Very important fights as well. First up, Gary Cully against Francesco Patera. Francesco, welcome back. Had so many great nights with you over here. Obviously, not so when you broke our hearts against Mr. Ritson back when he was making 135 pounds. That's a long way back now, but a big moment for you. Great fight. Pleased to be back in the UK.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be back, and it's a big fight on a big platform, so it's very important for me to get back where I want to be at world stage, and hopefully get a step closer to world title shot.
You've had some big fights now. You've been around a while, you know, European champion for a long time. Had a great fight with Keyshawn Davis as well in America. Plenty of experience now, and you feel like that kind of experience has improved you as well as a fighter?
Yeah, with the years that I boxed, I feel I'm getting better and more experienced. But you know, you keep learning with the fights, with fighting good guys, you learn a lot. And I feel ready now also for Saturday. I trained very good training camp, and you know, I feel good and can't wait for Saturday.
Do you think as well that your style has changed over the years? Because I remember when you were back on our shows, you were more of a defensive fighter, you were very good off the back foot, but now when I see you fight, you're a lot more aggressive, looking to come forward and make the fight.
No, I changed with the opponent, when I fought Lewis, we knew he was aggressive and he come forward, so I had to fight on the back foot, but if I can fight back foot, I will fight back foot. If I need to fight going hard, I will do that. So it depends on the opponent.
Well, good to have you back. Gary Cully, welcome. Another big moment for you, of course. Great win last time out. As you said, kind of putting those demons to rest, and now looking to really put the foot on the gas and make these big fights for you. And a good opponent for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, first of all, my last 3 fights, 3 sold-out shows, 2 in my hometown in Dublin and 1 here in the biggest card so far in the UK. So thank you, Eddie, thank you, Matchroom, for giving me these opportunities. But big fight for me on Saturday night. Francesco Patera, high-level competitor, experienced guy, but the sort of fight that I need to get myself back in these positions to push on to fight for major titles and win major titles.
How much pressure do you feel is off your shoulders now, coming off the back of the last victory? You returned to almost the scene of the crime, if you like. You had a very good fight with Reece Mull, very close fight as well, but a good win to move forward, and now we expect a good statement from you on Saturday.
Yeah, big time. The last fight was purely based on a result and just getting in and getting the win and getting that green W back. I've got that back now. Good camp behind me back home in Nice, and focused on a big performance now, and some of them diva performances that got me on the big stage to begin with a couple of years back, and focusing on putting in one of them big performances on Saturday night, so I'm excited.
Well, looking forward to that one. Gary Cully against Francesco Patera. As looking forward to this one, I think it's a fantastic fight. Paddy Donovan against Lewis Ritson. Lewis, welcome back, mate. I mean, we share some great memories back filling up Newcastle, and now, as we said, back on those days where you were 135 pounds. Probably scares you even thinking about that now, but up at 147, looking really healthy, looking strong, and a huge opportunity for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, massive chance, great card to be on. Just happy to be here, nice, relaxed, feeling strong, feeling fit for a change, which is nice going into the fight week, and just looking forward to putting on a big performance Saturday night.
How much is that weight played an effect? When you went, obviously had to move from 135, even at 140, you look really, really tight. Feel much stronger, much more durable. Obviously, we know you've always hit very, very hard as well, but feeling nice and healthy at 147 pounds.
Yeah, can't believe the difference what this fight camp's been compared to the rest of them. Just massive, really. So we're just looking forward to putting on. I think we've got a very tough fight on Saturday. Paddy's no rogue, so it's going to be a hard fight, but I'm feeling really good and think we can pull the job off.
I heard some of your comments about taking him to the trenches as well. What we know, Paddy Donovan, super sharp. Obviously, what we don't know is how he's tested, how he comes through those tough fights through the trenches against quality opposition. Is that the straightforward plan? I know people don't like to give it away, but it's as simple as that, take him to dark places.
Yeah, of course it is. We're not stupid, we're not going to really outbox Paddy. He's a great boxer, but he's never been there. He's never been where we have been before, and we think we can pull him into that, and we're going to find out if I can come out of that.
Well, Paddy, welcome. I know these are the kind of fights that you want to get your teeth into as well, and we know you're a sharp shooter. We know you're spiteful as well early on as well, but expecting a tough one against this man.
Yeah, first, thank you, Eddie, Matchroom, and the Zone for having me back in such a big platform. Again, delighted to be back here. Ritson is a tough fighter, good competitor, experienced fighter, former British champion, but yeah, he's up against an amazing talent, and it's the fight that I need. This is the performance that I need to show people just how good I am. If I want to be a world-class fighter, these are the opponents I got to beat, and I'm sure Ritson is going to test me early in the fight, but I think I'm going to come through with flying colours in tremendous fashion.
Last time out, it was a real quick turnaround. It's probably one of those where it was a 50-50 whether to take the fight as well, but not lessons learned because you only got the opportunity late in the day, but saw the difference between what it can happen if you are ill prepared for a fight, and I guess no stone unturned for this one.
Yeah, look, we're at the stage of my career where every fight is a world title fight for me, and this is the elite fight, and you need to be ready. So this time around, we are ready. We've been in an amazing camp, me and Andy and my dad together. Ticked all the boxes, added new things to the game, and I am in the best position I've ever been as a professional fighter, and I'm just ready now for Saturday night to put on a big performance.
He made it pretty clear what he's going to try and do, make it tough for you, take you for the trenches. Excited by that, he's got to get you there first, I suppose, but ready to go through whatever needs to be done for victory.
Yeah, look, it's going to be obvious he's not going to stand in the box of me. It'd be pointless doing that. So his other option is come straight forward and fight. So I'll be ready. I'll be waiting for him. I'll answer anything that he comes at me with, and I'm sure I'm going to let him know in the fight.
Well, fantastic fight, Paddy Donovan against Lewis Ritson. And when we talk about, obviously, next week in Riyadh, what a moment. Matchroom against Queensbury, an incredible night of boxing. Deontay Wilder against Zhilei Zhang, Hrgovic against Dubois, Shiraz against Amo Williams, Rafe Ford against Nick Ball, Craig Richards against Willie Hutchinson. Tremendous night. And having suffered defeat last week with Kakachi, of course, again beating Caldini, we have another Matchroom v Queensbury matchup as our co-main event. It's the British Cruiserweight Championship between Chev Clark and Ellis Zorro. Great fight, great matchup. Ellis, we'll start with you. Welcome. I guess the obvious question is, you know, no breaks, straight into another big fight. Of course, you challenged for the world title last time out. You fought one of the pound-for-pound top guys. No warm-up, no comeback, straight back into a big domestic fight.
Cheers, Ed. Yeah, I lost December 23rd. I carried quite a lot of frustration coming out of that fight just because I didn't get a chance to really prove, you know, what I could do. But that's what happens. That's world level boxing. We're small heavyweights. You make mistakes. You have to pay the consequences. I've been back in the gym since January the 8th. This fight wasn't really on my radar per se because of the whole, you know, Isaac situation. But like I said, I've been in the gym, been staying ready. So when the phone rang, it was a yes from me.
It was a quick yes as well, wasn't it? I mean, you know, the relationship now with Queensbury allows for those conversations, but literally I made the call and I think within 24 hours it was, you know, once we get the money right, it's a yes from everybody. So shows your intention, shows your ambition as well. And this is a really good fight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, coming from Smallville where I came from, I've never really had opportunities to turn down fights or say no. That's never been, you know, my motive kind of thing. So, and I just think off the back of Saudi and Pattaya doing a 6-rounder or 8-rounder, just not really sure what that would have done for me. Like, I wouldn't have been really motivated for it. Shev's a good fighter, you know, C4, he brings the action, he brings the heat, so it's kind of a good fight for me to get my teeth into. And for the British title, in a sense, I'm kind of lucky coming off a loss to fight for the British title. So yeah, I was grateful. I'm never going to say no to that opportunity.
Yeah, the man to my right, C4, very, very active, a dangerous man in the ring. Obviously not the pro experience of Pattaya over the championship distance, but a very good amateur as well. Should be a great fight for the fans. You know what to expect against this man.
Yeah, I know what to expect. 8-0, 6 knockouts, looking really good recently. Obviously the GB background as well. I don't think experience necessarily wins fights. I do have more pro fights than him, but I've beat guys with more pro fights than me. So yeah, I'm not taking nothing from that. It's going to be a good fight, I think. Yeah, I actually think this is going to be a really good scrap, a good matchup.
Thanks, Ellis. Chev, welcome. It's what you want. You know, we went through so much trying to land that Isaac Chamberlain fight. He didn't want the fight, wanted to move on. But most important for you, a shot at that Lonsdale belt and a chance to become British champion on Saturday.
Firstly, good day to everybody. Good day to yourself. Yeah, you know, it was a lot of back and forth. Oslo was on the front foot and they didn't want to fight, but you know, Queensbury's taken it and now we have a fight.
This man obviously lost last time out to a very good fighter in Pattaya as well, but I know you rate Ellis Zorro. These are the kind of fights that you want to be in, kind of fights that you know value the Lonsdale belt as well, and expect a good scrap against Ellis Zorro.
Yeah, of course, he lost in his last fight, but that's his business. I've got to take him as a dangerous person, because if I'd have lost, I'd be thinking, you know what, I'm going to show these lot like I'm a big deal. So I'm taking him more dangerous than if he hadn't lost, you know what I mean? So expect it to be explosive, expect it to be wild. You could possibly say this might be the main event. No offense to the other guys.
You've seen, obviously, you come out like a train in these last few fights, and you seem to start faster and faster as your pro career goes on. Is that just what we should expect from you now at all levels as you go through them?
We operate tactically. People might think it's crash, bang, wallop, but there's a method to the madness, and again, come Saturday night, it'll be tactical, it'll be devastating, you'll be entertained.
And finally, obviously, I know massive card, co-main event, with 11,000 people in there, the kind of nights that you want to be involved with, big moment for your career to make a statement and move on to hopefully European and world honours.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about being in front of the crowd and entertaining the crowd, and the bigger it is, the better I'll perform, So, yeah, European, Commonwealth, the world, that's where we're going. It's all about levelling up, and we keep doing that every fight.
Well, first up, the Lonsdale belt, the British Cruiserweight Championship between Chev Clark and Ellis Sorrow. Great undercard on Saturday night, as I said. 3 of the top prospects in world boxing, Lely Bussagy, George Vizioli, and George Liddard as well. And 3 great matchups up here. Gary Cully against Patera, of course, Lewis Ritson against Paddy Donovan, and Chev Clark against Ellis Sorrow. Don't miss it all. We're going to